Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. In today's video we'll start with Simeons assured Gallagher that he is desperate for him to join Madrid. Diego Simeone has personally told Conor Gallagher that Atletico Madrid are desperate to sign him. According to a report, Gallagher seemed set to leave Chelsea for the Spanish side this summer after arriving in Madrid, but complications over Samu Omoroghian's move to the Blues left it hanging in the balance. The midfielder found himself on a flight back to England with his future unclear, but both sides still keen to do business that would see Gallagher sign permanently for Atletico. Former Chelsea forward João Felix potentially going the other way seems to have provided Gallagher and both clubs the chance for the move to still go ahead. And Atletico manager Simeone, who Gallagher could find himself playing under next season, has made it known to the player directly that he wants him to join his squad. The Telegraph have reported it is suggested that Simeone, who has been in charge of the club since 2011, personally contacted Gallagher before he flew back to the UK to reassure him that he wanted him to complete the move. The report suggests that the Argentine did not want Gallagher to return to England with any doubts over the move, which could yet be completed in the coming days. The England international has already agreed personal terms and passed his medical with the Spanish side, but has now returned to training with Chelsea, practicing with the under-21 side as well as fellow banished players Romelu Lukaku and Trevoh Chalobah. Atletico have already completed the signing of Julian Alvarez from Manchester City in an £81 million deal, and they are keen to raise funds through the departure of Omoroghian and potentially Felix in order to sign Gallagher. Gallagher, who has been with the Blues since the age of 8, is thought to have been told that he will only be a rank-and-file squad player as part of new manager Enzo Maresca's setup at Stamford Bridge. However, as he remains a Chelsea player, the club are believed to have told the player to return to England while talks continue, with Gallagher returning to London on Tuesday. Pep not to worry about Cole Palmer repeat. After Manchester City's regrettable sale of Cole Palmer, Pep Guardiola has been told not to worry as much about Romeo Lavia. According to former Arsenal man Theo Walcott, the promising midfielder may fall victim to an overpopulated dressing room at Chelsea after their heavy spending and end up in obscurity. Lavia joined the Blues last summer but was sidelined with various injuries. Guardiola may have worried that the ex-Citizen star would develop and prosper like teammate Palmer, with the Spaniard previously admitting to rating him highly. However, Walcott fears that Lavia could become forgotten under new boss Enzo Maresca, especially considering Conor Gallagher's collapsed Atletico Madrid deal, which will throw another midfielder into an already competitive battle for first-team football. Walcott played with Lavia at Southampton after they snapped him up from Man City in 2022 for a reported £14 million. The Belgian impressed during his single season with the Saints, ranking as one of the best young defensive midfielders in the league. Guardiola previously expressed regret at letting the player leave the Etihad, but his worries may be eased by suggestions that Lavia could falter at Chelsea, unlike Palmer, who has established himself as one of the best attackers in the Premier League since leaving City. He's a very talented footballer, Walcott told the BBC. He trained his heart out, probably trained too much. He had a serious injury and obviously missed a whole year. There were talks of him going to Chelsea or Liverpool, and I thought, right, as a player, this is perfect. Liverpool would be the perfect club for right now because the midfield was rebuilding at that particular time. Players can, of course, make their choice, but as a career path, he's stagnated a little bit. The new manager, Maresca, has come in. He's brought in Dewsbury Hall. You've got Conor Gallagher, similar players to some extent, with the number of players they are signing, good players who just won't get a chance. They just won't be seen at Chelsea. Walcott added, they'll be sent out on loan to lower league clubs and not appear. I am worried Romeo Lavia will just be one of those Chelsea players that will just be gone, and you won't hear much about. Victor Osimhen meeting set by Chelsea. Chelsea are reportedly gearing up for transfer talks with Napoli sporting director Giovanni Manna this week to discuss a potential move for Victor Osimhen. The Blues have decided to make the Nigerian striker their primary target with just 2.5 weeks of the summer transfer window remaining. Manna is already on UK soil to negotiate Napoli's bid for Brighton midfielder Billy Gilmour, and the Napoli director is also set to continue talks with Chelsea over Romelu Lukaku, who could swap places with Osimhen. Napoli's boss Antonio Conte is reportedly eager for a reunion with the Belgian star, having previously coaxed out his best performances at Inter Milan. According to Di Marzio, there has been a breakthrough at Chelsea, with sporting directors Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart having agreed to sign off on bringing Osimhen to Stamford Bridge. The 25-year-old is reportedly open to signing, but he insists the move be a permanent one rather than a loan. Osimhen has an £111 million release clause included in his Napoli contract. Chelsea are not only faced with coughing up a staggering 9-figure sum for the striker, but also negotiating a salary which could shatter their existing wage structure. PSG are sniffing around Osimhen too. Keen to replace Kylian Mbappe, who joined Real Madrid this summer, Victor Osimhen has asked to leave the club. Mana said he wants to go. The situation is clear. There were already chances for his exit last summer. Victor wants to leave. We will see. Napoli, who shelled out a hefty sum north of £65 million for Osimhen back in 2020 from Lille, stand to fill their coffers by selling the Nigerian this summer. The 25-year-old fired Napoli to the Serie A title during the 2022-23 season, scoring 26 goals in 32 games. He skipped Napoli's Coppa Italia victory against Modena on Saturday and kept his distance from training this week, with his future up in the air. Chelsea, who ended up 6th last term, had Nicolas Jackson leading the line most of the season. But if talks with the Blues go well, Jackson might find himself sitting on the bench behind Osimhen this term. Pedro Neto number confirmed. Pedro Neto will wear the number 19 shirt for Chelsea this season. The winger completed his move to Stamford Bridge from Wolves on Sunday, penning a long-term deal that will keep him with the Blues until 2031. The Portugal international was presented to the supporters at half-time during our pre-season friendly with Inter Milan. The full list of Chelsea squad numbers for the 2024-25 season will be confirmed on official club channels in due course, ahead of our Premier League opener against Manchester City on Sunday. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support AG Chelsea TV.